Guys who are currently watching a clip from our podcast, The Fellas, the full podcast is available exclusively on Spotify with video for free. So go ahead and follow us on Spotify. It actually helps us out more than you could imagine.
Do you know what? Have you got that? I've just got that burning, terrifying fear. It's all gonna go. Yeah.
Sometimes I just got my hand on Cal's shoulder, like, don't.
Yeah, you do.
Don't start sprinting too fast now, boy.
But yeah, got lucky in YouTube.
That's cool though. So you then moved away from the acting stuff, and you went into, or maybe not moved away, but you evolved. You saw the future online.
Yeah.
And you...
Mate, I worked into... You know how that came about? It's
yeah,
a mad
please
story.
tell me.
It's a mad story. So I started... What happened was, acting didn't happen for me. I tapped up my mate who had a TV production company. I started working in telly. I thought I'd work in TV. After a couple of years, I was Jack Whitehall's runner on a show called Hit the Road Jack, which was ridiculous. Jack Whitehall did this show for Channel 4 where he would basically go around the UK and stay in people's houses and try and get a feel for the area. So depending on where he'd stay, you'd stay in
a series, mate.
In like the most
what a series.
In the most stereotypical place in that area. So say you're staying in Essex, you stay in someone's house, you know, like it's a girl's house who's got a mini and the mini has eyelashes on it and she has had 8 plastic surgery operation. So you go around the country doing that. I was his runner on that tour. It's mental, absolutely ridiculous.
What was he like to work with?
Mate, he saved me. He was really nice, but he saved me. I had a crazy incident with him on my first day. You wouldn't. I can't believe we're onto this. Listen to what happened to me on my first. You will never hear of a worse first day at work than this.
Yeah.
And Jack Whitehall.
Yeah, there we go.
Big shout out to him because for some reason he chose to not get me sacked. Yeah. Obviously, he could have done. I started a new job. I'd left acting and I am now a runner on a TV show with the aim of becoming a series producer of TV shows. That's the ambition. Right, day one, you can do this. I've got in and I have a responsibility of picking up Jack from his house in Tufnell Park. Yeah. I lived in West Hampstead, no dramas there. And I've got to drive into Essex. They've given me budget, some stuff to take in the car. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm picking him up in the morning. I was obsessed. I had to pick him up really early because we had to be on set at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
You know, one of those nights where you don't sleep because you keep waking up thinking that your alarm's gone off and it hasn't and you're fine. But got there, I was parked up outside his house. They gave me $2,000 budget in cash, right, which was definitely...
2 G's?
I was looking at it like that, cash, just for float.
Yeah.
Sitting outside his house, he comes toddling out in the middle of the night, like knackered, and gets in the car next to me and falls asleep. I'm like, no dramas, I've got this. Off we go to Essex. We like deep Essex as well, you know, like seaside Essex.
The trenches of Essex.
Yeah, driving along and... Obviously, we're on the M25. It's getting a bit busy now. Like the roads are starting to fill up, pouring with rain. It couldn't have been worse. Suddenly, the car feels a bit heavy. I've got so much on my mind, and I've done so well, and I'm so proud of myself. Right? I've got all the budget. I've got the kit that I needed. I've got Jack. We're on time. In fact, we're early. I'm real. I'm so good at this job. I'm going to have my own company soon. Car gets a bit heavy, tiny bit heavy. Right? I've looked at the petrol gauge, and there was just none. I was oh my God. I didn't know what to do, right? And he's asleep. So I've like half pulled over onto the hard shoulder of the N25, bucketing with rain. Do you know, I phoned my mum. I went, Mum, I've run out of petrol. My mum's like, I don't know what you're going to do here, mate. Like, I can't help you. I was like, okay, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do to kind of save my reputation, but it's now about safety and kind of getting there as quickly as possible. So just over there, I can see one of those phones. You know, they have those phones dotted down the down the motorway.
The emergency phones
on
the motorways, yeah.
So I'm thinking, right, I've got to get to that phone. So I've looked in my mirror. I'm obviously driving, thinking, I'm going to die if I get out of this car. Yeah. This side, I can't possibly get out. There's only one thing to do, right? He's asleep. I was like, I can probably get out without him knowing. So I've ended up sort of like half mounting Jack. He's asleep. As I've mounted him, he's gone. And I'm just and I'm just there, like straddled over him
in his face.
Yeah, I'm just straddled over him like that.
Why didn't you just get out your side?
No, because I would have died. I'm driving on the motorway. I would have died. It's the traffic coming.
You weren't on the hard shoulder.
I got to the hard shoulder,
but it's small. Isn't
mate, how big do you think the hard shoulder is?
Yeah, true.
The hard shoulder's just a lane. If I open that door, he's coming at 75 miles an hour. He's going to take it off.
Right, okay, so you climbed over
and take me out. And I'm a bit...
So instead, you decided to
So loads of thoughts were running through my head. I phoned my mum. That didn't work. I've then just thought, okay, do I just write this off, leave him here? I've got $2,000. It was a good attempt. You know, I tried, didn't work out for me. I tried my role as a runner. Jack's woken up. I'm like, what's? I was like, mate, we haven't got any petrol. He's like, who are you again? Like, what's your name? I was like, Rory, I'm your runner. We've got a problem. He's gone, oh God. He's woken up. He's got out the car, and because obviously it's his side, he's gone like toddling off to the phone. Yeah. Can you imagine anyone driving down that motorway at the time? They looked out the window and gone, what's that comedian doing over there? Like, eventually, I think we were meant to be on the shoot at 7. The RAC came out. I think we got to the shoot about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, no.
Everyone had been there all day long. Everyone's just looking at me like, mate, you're an idiot. I'm just like, hi, it's my first day. Really pleased to meet you. Naturally, the next day, I had to go in for a meeting with my production manager, who I'd never met. I thought, I know what I'll do. I got this. On the way there, I picked up, it was on Whitehall Street, the company. I thought, I'll pop in a Hummingbird. I'll get some cookies or some, that'll sort it out. No, nobody gets sacked if they turn up with cookies or cupcakes. I've gone in, I was like, these are for you. She's just like, yeah, put them over there. Basically told me I was going to be sacked. Basically said, look, this isn't going to work out. Jack was asked, obviously, his opinion on it. It's his show.
Yeah.
And he saved me.
What did he say?
I don't know the conversation that he had, but ultimately I finished that entire contract. I did the whole year as his runner.
Really?
Yeah, so Jack, if you're watching, thank you. Thank you very much, Jack Whitehall. If you are watching this, I appreciate it.
How do you know that, like, so did they come to you and say, look, you're going to be kept on, like, it's okay?
Yeah, I think that conversation was left where I'd been effectively told that it was over. Really nice girl who'd sacked me. And she said goodbye, really. She's like, look, we'll be in touch. We'll formalise this. But it cost the production so much money. Jack is...
A full day of shooting.
Jack is running around the hard shoulder. What are you doing, mate?
Yeah.
Also, this is day 1. Where are you going from here? Like, what are you going to do tomorrow, mate?
Yeah, what's day 2 going to
what is wrong with you? You're a calamity. And then I got the phone call, I think maybe a day later, saying if you could be at the studio.
So it was almost like brushed under the rug.
Yeah,
and it's like, right,
we're going to start this again. We're going to start this again, and you're in. Okay. And Jack, and that's due to Jack. As far as I understand it, anyway, that's due to Jack. And it must have been because it was his show. He obviously had the misfortune of working with me and having to deal with that issue, and then was prepared to work with me. And I did. So that was on the pilot. I then did the full series with him.
Sick.
Yeah. So
that sounds good.
Thank you. Yeah, that was.
And it went good from there on.
Yeah, I mean, I had my moments, as I always do, but
nothing quite as bad as that.
Nothing like that. Yeah, nothing close to
that. Is a horrific first day at work, to be fair.
I don't think it's ever going to be. I don't think anything could be worse than that.
Yeah, unless he died.
Yeah, or I did, which at the time...
No, I think if you did, I think they would have
been all right. Yeah. They would have been all right. And it would have saved... had I died the day before, it would have saved the production a lot of money.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so anyway, I started working in telly off the back of being an actor, started working in telly and tried to embark on a TV career.